Fellow investors, and welcome back to Borex Investing. So Nebius just shocked its shareholders with their latest announcement, a deal with Microsoft worth billions. In this video, I'll give my reaction to this deal, as well as give my new updated price target for this company. So if you've been following this channel, you'll know that I am a huge Nebius bull. I've made numerous videos profiling the company, going over their financials, putting out price targets, and explaining why I have such strong conviction here. I was buying at 25, 35, 45, 55, and there's plenty of content out there where I'm talking about that. But this deal really changes everything for Nebius and their shareholders. So what's in this deal with Microsoft? Well, Nebius signed a $17.4 billion up to $19.4 billion multi-year capacity deal with Microsoft to supply GPU compute from a new Vineland, New Jersey data center. Multiple Tier 1 outlets have confirmed the size and timeline over 5 years, with deliveries expected as early as capacity comes online. So the contracted cash flows will directly fund Nebius's data center expansion. The deal essentially makes Nebius self-funding. Operating cash flows can cover the capex build-out. The multi-year revenue visibility from Microsoft also de-risks growth by financing capex internally rather than through heavy dilution. So I thought this was crazy too. This single agreement exceeds today's total equity value on top of providing this multi-year visibility. So this deal translates to $800 million in average quarterly revenue over the next 5 to 6 years, which is about 8x its current revenue as we saw in the Q2 earnings report. And then moving on to ARR, we are currently at $1 billion, but with this Microsoft deal, ARR effectively jumps towards $3 to $4 billion once capacity ramps up, which is either going to be late this year or early next year. So this is a 3 to 4x increase in ARR visibility versus current levels. So the bottom line here is that this Microsoft contract essentially transforms Nebius from a $1 billion revenue story into a $4 billion ARR company. This gives them scale credibility comparable to CoreWeave and Lambda, their biggest competitors. So my new bull case price target is $200 per share by summer of 2026, up from $115. So looking at the stock right now, it obviously popped 40% after this news in aftermarket hours. But in my opinion, this is still cheap at current levels. The team will need to execute, and there is execution risk still present here. But overall, even with this latest jump, the stock is completely undervalued. It is my strong belief that future earnings reports will be catalysts that will see this stock push up towards the $200 range. Now, I included this little meme here in one of my last Nebius videos, and I think we will see this become true. Nebius is still a fairly small, unknown player, and it's rarely mentioned on CNBC or Bloomberg. So there's just not a lot of media coverage on this name for whatever reason. But this will change eventually once the market catches on. So I'm not selling any shares, I'm adding to my position here, as I still think this is extremely undervalued, and I still see this stock doubling in price by next summer. Now this Microsoft deal might even unlock future deals with other hyperscalers that cause Nebius to grow even more than that. I still think we are early here, and demand in the AI supply chain is only getting bigger. This is a huge bullish signal for me. But right now, I'm trying to enjoy the moment, enjoy that nice portfolio balance. And by the way, if you were a Nebius holder and you did watch my earlier videos, then congratulations, and I'm glad to have you along on this ride. But again, there's more to come. So as always, thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this content, then please like and subscribe. Thank you.